Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday. It's the end of the week. The weekend is here. What is going on, folks? How we feeling? How we doing? How we living? How's everybody doing? I know last night's game was a major disappointment. We'll talk about that here a little bit. We'll get into tonight's lineup. We'll get everybody's thoughts and feelings. I know a lot of fans are unhappy, very disappointed, and rightfully so, because the Yankees played some very bad baseball. I mean, bad is putting it nicely, but underperformed in all aspects. You couldn't just blame one single player. It was just overall the whole team was just bad from top to bottom. At the plate, defensively, it was just bad. You didn't know what kind of game you were watching, but last night was brutal. It was brutal to watch. It was brutal to call the game. I don't know what happened last night, but it was a winnable game for the Yankees. They had plenty of opportunity to win that game, but they did not execute. And it's not like the Red Sox really played a good game either. Not really. I mean, both offenses were bad last night. But what it boiled down to was just the Yankees making the stupid little mistakes that's going to lead them to trouble. Every time this team makes an error, the other team's going to capitalize. It happens like clockwork. It happens every single game that this team commits an error, the other team's going to make them pay for it. Whether it's the Red Sox, whether it's the Blue Jays, if it's the Astros, or it could be a team that's in last place. It doesn't matter. The best team, the worst team, mediocre team. Whenever the Yankees make an error, the other team is going to make them pay for it every single time, and it happens without fail. So once again, in a game that the Yankees could have won, they didn't win. Yes, the Red Sox won, but the Yankees ended up beating themselves. A lot of these losses that they've been experiencing, it's because they're beating themselves. And they're at a lot of times, we've seen it too much this season. And, last night's game, right? To some degree, they're relying a lot on the long ball, and they don't have to rely on the long ball. This team has shown that they're able to score runs without having to rely on the home run ball. They don't have to get the home runs every single game. I mean, home runs are great. Don't get me wrong. It's cool to call them. It's cool to celebrate. It's a fun time. Gets the crowd going. The vibes are good. The energy levels are high and all. But, there's other ways of winning ball games. There was a lot of things that annoyed me from last night, right? There was a lot of things that frustrated me from last night. The one thing that really frustrated me, man, when Ben Rice had that triple with one out. He had that one out triple. He was the tying run at third base. They could have scored. He could have easily scored. They could have easily scored him from third base. It could have been a 4-4 game, and the dynamic of the game could have really changed. But nope, they did not capitalize, right? And the errors on this team, the defensive errors, the small things, the small mistakes that this team made. They had 4 errors last night. They had 4 errors, man. They had more errors than runs last night. It's a little embarrassing, to say the least. And the errors just led to the Red Sox capitalizing, right? And that's what won the game for the Red Sox. Really was the Yankees' mistakes, and they beat themselves. I don't know how tonight's game is going to go, right? As far as tonight's game goes, it's going to be Max Fried versus Brian Bayo. It should be an interesting matchup. Unfortunately, Max Fried has not looked great in his last few starts. He hasn't been able to go 5 innings. I don't know if it's the blisters or what it is, but his command is not there. Opposing teams are able to hit off of him. He's been very hittable, which wasn't the Max Fried that we saw earlier in the season. But this version of Max Fried that we're seeing right now has not looked great on the mound. I mean, he's been he hasn't been able to go over 5 innings, right? I mean, if I pull up his stats, his game logs real quick. Yeah, I mean, let me go to the game logs here real quick for tonight's game. So Fried, yeah, I mean his last 3 starts, he hasn't been able to go 5 innings or over 5 innings. His last start really, I mean, against St. Louis, really, when you think about it, not great when all things considered. I mean, he gave up 7 runs. He struck out 6, walked 1, but he still gave up 7 runs. Still a lot of runs. The game before that against Houston, gave up, 4 runs, struck out 3, walked 1, only went 5 innings. And the game against the Texas Rangers, I mean, stat line wise, struck out 7, walked 3, gave up 4 runs, but only went 5 innings. So he's only gone over 5 innings one time in his, when you look at his last 5 starts. And the last time he went over 5 innings was on July 29th against the Rays. He pitched 6 2/3 innings, and that was his best start. In that stretch. After that, nothing. Nothing. Right now, his ERA in the month of August is sitting at 9. He's given up 24 hits, 15 runs. Opposing teams are batting .353 against him. So, I mean, his whip is at 1.93. So he needs to step up tonight. I mean, he needs to come through tonight. He needs a big outing. Desperately needs a big outing. If the Yankees are looking to try and win the series, they got to win tonight's game. It's that's mandatory. They got to win tonight's game. I mean, every game they got to win, right? But tonight in particular, they have to win if they're trying to win the series. Because if they lose tonight, then they got to win the next 2, and they got to deal with a split. And if they lose tonight, will they be able to go 2 in a row? If they were to lose tonight, can they go win the Saturday, Sunday? It's hard. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, man. It's just, the Red Sox, certainly find ways to win against the Yankees. The Yankees right now are 1-6 against the Boston Red Sox this season. The Yankees have not fared well against the Red Sox. They haven't really fared well with really the AL East in general. Their record in the AL East is against AL East teams. I don't have the record off the top of my head, but it's not great. Against the rest of baseball, it's great. But the AL East, they've been just struggled mightily. But we'll see how Fried pans out. But Fried needs a big outing. He has to go 7 innings. Is he going to be able to go 7 innings? I don't know, but he's got to go 7 innings. He's got to lock it down. It's a tall order. It's a tough thing to ask for, but we need a big outing from Max Fried. The Yankees need a big outing from him because his last 5 starts, with the exception of the one against the Rays, wasn't great. He hasn't been able to go over 5 innings. And the bullpen right now is absolutely taxed. Now, granted, they're getting a couple of reinforcements coming back, hopefully sooner rather than later. Fernando Cruz hopefully is activated for the series against the Nationals, which starts on Monday after the Red Sox series. And speaking of bullpen arms, Jonathan Loaisiga is going to be, according to Aaron Boone, is going to be examined by Dr. Keith Meister on Tuesday because he was having problems with his arm. This could mean another second Tommy John surgery for Jonathan Loaisiga, and this is a guy who, unfortunately, man, he's just not been able to stay healthy to save his life. He could have easily been one of the best bullpen arms in baseball, but injuries have ruined this guy's career. And depending on the result of whatever the doctor says, I mean, his career might be over. I mean, if it's not over overall, it's definitely over for the Yankees. I don't think the Yankees should bring him back in any way, shape, or form. I was honestly a little surprised that they even brought him back this season. I'll be honest. I mean, it's not because I dislike Loaisaga. Loaisaga he's a good pitcher when he's healthy. When he's on his game, he's on his game. But health has been, a major issue for this guy. And I wouldn't be surprised if he, never threw a baseball again. And if he does, it won't be with the Yankees, and it shouldn't be with the Yankees. And it pains me to say that. But anyway, folks, I apologize for the long rant. I haven't even said what's up to everybody in the chat. But and then before I say what's up, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. The Strike Zone is on the road to 2,000 subs. So anybody that is watching this for the first time, hit that sub button. Let me know. Let me know how you all found the channel, and let's continue growing this channel. And let me get a little music in the background so it ain't complete silence. All right, but let's say what's up to the chat. Railbird, first person in the building. What is up? Katie, how are you? What is going on, Katie? Who else we got? Joseph is in the building. Desiree's in the building. Petruzzi's in the building. Jonathan is in the building. Robert Boom is in the building. What is up? Matt's in the building. What is going on? Beagle's in the building. What's up? Who else is in the building? We got Hank in the building. What is up? Ryan, what's up, Ryan? Jake is in the building. What's up? What's up, Jake? Celia's in the building. How are you? Shua's in the building. How are you? Hey, Cecilia. What's going on? How are you, Cecilia? Good to see you. Hopefully you had fun last night. Yeah, I'm definitely not joining Love Island. Nope. Nah. What up, Bill? What's going on? Anybody else in the chat? Just going down the chat. Chat's on fire right now. I appreciate you all tuning in. Oh, my man Victor's in the building. What's up, Victor? How's it going? West End 125. What is up? Oh, you went to the game yesterday? Dang, that's rough. YSV, what's going on? How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, what up? So, that's not how I want to be famous. No, I'm good. Thank you. I'm all right. The game tonight is going to start at 7:05. So it's a 7:05 game. It is on Amazon Prime for those that are wondering. But yeah, the game. So yeah, the Yankees are going to have to. They're going to have to bounce back in a big way. They're going to really have to bounce back in a big way, like I was saying. And Fried's going to have a solid outing. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But we'll go over the lineup here pretty soon. But yeah, tonight, man, they got to start. They got to do what they did in that final game of the series against St. Louis, or just in general against the St. Louis Cardinals. Play more of that small ball. Start using your speed. Start being smarter on the base paths. Start turning plays defensively. Stop making these silly little mistakes, man. You got to start playing a little bit more small ball, right? I mean, that's what you got to start doing now, right? Relying on the home run ball is only going to get you so far, and we have is only going to get you so far. It's great, but you got to do more than that. You got to utilize the guys that are. If they have guys on the base pass that could steal, utilize it. You start stealing bases. It's one way. It's another way of getting those runs and being more aware. Let's get that situational hitting going, the situational awareness. This team last night did not have any of that. And once again, you can't blame just one person. It was just overall team thing. everybody contributed to that loss in some way, shape, or form. Nobody was on it. Nobody was on it. There was a few bright spots, sure, but the errors and the defensive mistakes and bad offense just overshadowed all of that. Overtook anything that the Yankees did well. Because it was a close game for the most part. It was a close game, and then obviously, once Roman Anthony hit that 2-run shot, that was over. I mean, at that point, it was just like the Yankees got their soul sucked out of them. But yeah, no, I know Fried is. I think he's still having those blister issues. Yeah, I don't know how you heal from that. He can't miss time because the Yankees can't really have him miss time, because if he misses time, then the rotation kind of takes a little bit of a beating, and the pitching has already been taking a beating as it is. But what's up, Ray? Good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in a little while. Hopefully life's treating you well. What's going on, Ray? But tonight's matchup, though, it is Braun versus Max Fried. All right, Max Fried, 13-5 record, ERA right now at 3.26. Now the record is good. ERA is all right. Not bad. ERA is good, but his last few starts a little discouraging. I don't know how I feel about Fried tonight, but just give me a little time. I'll let you know my prediction when we get into predictions. Braun, who is the starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox, he's got a 9-6 record with a 3.23 ERA. And let me pull up Braun baseball savant, and I'll make this actually full screen here. I'll take myself off the screen for a minute. Where are we at here? Looking at his baseball savant, fastball run value. When you look at his values, fastball run value sitting at 81. His break and run, off speed, and pitching run value are all, average to below average. Then you look at his pitching, doesn't really get a lot of strikeouts. He does get a ton of ground balls. Okay, his strikeout rate is at 21%, and his whiff is also at 14%. That's below average as well. Chase percentage is also just slightly below average, but he does get opposing teams into a lot of ground balls. Okay, and that's sitting at 83%. And that's sitting at 83. So he has some decent stuff. Other things not so great. His fastball velo, just slightly above average. He's got a pretty decent pitch mix. So it looks like he relies a lot on his sinker. Looks like he throws his sinker 35% of the time, and averages are about just a little over 95. The sweepers, close to 86 miles per hour. Looks like he throws that 21% of the time. His four-seam fastball sits at 95, so he's right at average with other right-handed pitchers. He throws that 16% of the time. He also has the changeup, cutter, slider, but looks like the pitch that he relies on a lot is the sinker. So expect to see a lot of sinkers, sweepers, fastballs. He's going to throw the changeup in there too, right? And slider doesn't seem like he throws much of. Looks like that's not a pitch. He only pitches that one 1% of the time. But nevertheless, he does have quite a few. His pitch mix is good. So, and as far as the Yankees and how they have done against Braun so far, let me take a look at that real quick. Let's see. matchups. Well, let's see. Cody Bellinger, 5 at-bats, 600 batting average. I mean, I know a few of you are talking about Caballero, and I think Caballero should have been starting too, but yeah, 7 at-bats with a 571 average. Jazz has 9 at-bats with a 222 batting average so far. Dominguez, 5 at-bats with a 0. Grisham, 4 at-bats with a 500. Aaron Judge has not had a good experience against Bayo. Judge has 17 at-bats, is only batting 118 against him. Ryan McMahon has only had 4 at-bats with a 0 batting average. Ben Rice, 5 at-bats with a 200 batting average. Anthony Volpe, actually, you all were talking about Anthony Volpe, but check this out. He's had 15 at-bats against Bayo, and he's batting 400 against him. So, although Caballero has good success against Bayo, so does Volpe. All right. I know a lot of people don't want to hear it. I understand. But Volpe's had 15 at-bats with a 400 batting average against Bayo. So he's had good success against Bayo. How he does tonight, I don't know. But, I know folks are frustrated with Volpe. I know last night he didn't have a good performance. Yeah, Volpe's batting 400 against Bayo he's had. Yeah, so let me just so I'm not misspeaking here. Yeah, Volpe has had 15 at-bats against Brian Bayo, and batting average is at 400. OPS is 1067 against Brian Bayo. So that's pretty good. All right, that's more than pretty good. That's excellent. I mean, I know Volpe didn't really have a good performance last night at the plate, and I'm not necessarily trying to defend him and be like, oh, this guy's been great, but honestly, he hasn't been great. He wasn't great at the plate, but he also didn't commit any of the errors last night either. When the Yankees committed those 4 errors, none of those were him. Again, I'm not trying to ignore the fact that Volpe last night was bad at the plate, but he wasn't part of the problem when it came to the Yankees defense. And I saw a few other folks pop in. Jay Snow, what is up? I saw you. Stephen B just joined the chat. What is up? Thank you all for joining in. Make sure you all hit the like, hit that subscribe if you're new. All right, let's get those likes up. Yassine says last night's game, it was brutal to watch. It was terrible. So this could be one of these games that, Volpe does go off. All right, maybe Volpe does go off. Maybe he, in fact, does go off tonight against Bayo. He's got good numbers against him so far. But maybe he goes off tonight. Felt like Game 5 of the World Series. I don't know. Last night's game definitely felt like a postseason game. It was like I said in the pregame last night or yesterday. It felt like a wild card game. The Yankees have to treat these games like a wild card game, as if they could get eliminated by losing the one game. You know what I mean? That's how they got to treat it. They got to treat these games like they're wild card games. But yeah, I know, Stephen B. That was what I was talking about. 4 errors, good teams capitalize on it every single time, man. I was saying that it could be the best team, the worst team, mediocre teams. Teams are always going to capitalize on errors, man. You make a mistake, right? If the Yankees make a mistake, the other teams are always going to capitalize. It happens without fail. So it happens without fail every single time. It doesn't matter. Good, bad, worse, mediocre. It don't matter. The other teams are always going to capitalize. I appreciate it, Cecilia. Yeah, I mean, I try to keep it fair and honest. I mean, I know fans can get frustrated with certain players. I get it, but I'm going to call out the good. I'm also going to call out the bad too. You know what I mean? So I'm calling out, and I've been calling out the bad from last night's game, but I'm also gonna call it, like, I'm gonna also I can't even speak. I'm also gonna call out whatever it is. With Volpe, yeah, bad game at the plate, but he wasn't part of he didn't make any defensive mistakes last night. Yes, he's had some defensive miscues, no doubt, but the errors wasn't any of him. So, but anyway. Well, Celia, yeah, he's a streaky hitter. He is a very streaky guy. I mean, he goes on this stretch for a couple of weeks where, yeah, he does really well. Things are clicking, and then he resorts back to his old ways. It is absolutely frustrating, 100% frustrating. It is that I have no disagreement with you on that one. It's absolutely frustrating with him. You could say it doesn't matter who the pitcher is, but again, with tonight, based on the numbers, that's why he's probably in the lineup, because he has good success against Bayo. And you might see Caballero maybe later in the game if needed for speed purposes or as a pinch hitter, because Caballero has good numbers against Bayo. I don't know if he'll face Bayo, but I just wanted to just point that out. Giancarlo Stanton is not playing tonight, but Aaron Boone did already say that he wasn't going to play tonight. We already knew that, though. Like, Boone already made that commitment as far as tonight goes. He mentioned that yesterday. And it's like Desiree is saying here, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up. And if you're on your phone, you have to exit out the chat to click the like and click live chat again. So just so you all are aware. As a whole team, the home runs dry up. The Yankees struggle. Well, that's what I was saying, Jay Snow. You can't solely rely on the home run ball. I like the home run ball, but these guys got to start playing some small ball, man. Just kind of like what they did against the Cardinals in that series. They played a lot of small ball, and there was a lot of success there. I mean, small ball does wonders. Yeah, Stanton not being in the lineup. I mean, he's been one of the hot bats, though, Stephen B. But he could still come in in a pinch hit situation if need be. So we'll see what goes down tonight, how this game is going to play out. And we got Daniel Berry in the building. What up, dude? How's it going? Let me see how many likes I'm at right now.
The right price. Your next beautiful space.
What up, and Furnace? My man Furnace is in the building. What's going on, man? Hopefully the training is going well for you. Yeah, we're at 24 likes. 24 likes. I don't know if we'll hit 50, but if we hit 50, cool. But let me pull up this lineup here, folks. Let me get the lineup going. Hey, what's up, Peanut? Let's pull up this lineup here real quick. But this is just starting lineup for both teams. So for the Boston Red Sox, let me zoom in a little bit more here so y'all could see it better. Right? Hopefully y'all could see that. So for the Red Sox, you have Gonzalez leading things off. He'll be playing first base. Alex Bregman will be batting second. He'll be batting third, or playing third base, batting second. Roman Anthony playing right field. He'll be batting third. Trevor Story batting cleanup. He'll be playing shortstop. Garcia will be batting fifth. He'll be playing center field. Jarren Duran will be batting sixth. All right, he'll be playing left field. Rafaela is batting seventh. He'll be playing second base. Eaton is DHing in tonight's game. He'll be batting eighth. And Connor Wong is at the dish. He'll be batting ninth. And on the mound, it is Brian Bayo. And for the New York Yankees, it is Trent Grisham leading things off. He'll be playing center field. Ben Rice is batting second. He'll be playing first base. Aaron Judge is batting third. He'll be DHing in tonight's game. Cody Bellinger batting cleanup. He'll be playing right field. Jazz Chisholm Jr. He'll be batting fifth. He'll be playing second base. Dominguez is back in the lineup. Jason Dominguez is back in the lineup. He is batting seventh, or should I say sixth, playing left field. Anthony Volpe's batting seventh. He'll be playing shortstop. Batting eighth is Ryan McMahon. He'll be playing third base. Austin Wells is back in the lineup. He'll be at the dish for the New York Yankees. He'll be batting ninth. Max Fried on the mound for the New York Yankees. So Bayo versus Fried. That's your lineup for the Yankees. So the Yankees do not have Giancarlo Stanton. There's no Paul Goldschmidt. So none of those guys are playing right now. So that's your lineup right there, folks. That's your lineup right there. Let me know what you all think about the lineup. We got Sunil in the building. Theo's in the building. What is going on? Who else we got? Yeah, we got a couple of people that joined in. I appreciate you all. Yeah, Jake Boss says really need to at least split three out of four ideal. Well, if the Yankees are trying to go 3 out of 4, they got to win tonight's game. It's a must win tonight. They got to if they're trying to win the series. I mean, they are trying to win the series, but at this point, yeah, they got to win tonight. Jay Snow's asking, can Fried act like an ace tonight? He better, man. I mean, he needs to be an ace tonight. He needs to go. I mean, realistically, he needs to go 7 innings. He needs to go 7 innings. Is he going to be able to go 7? Your guess is just as good as mine. You know, like I was saying, the last few starts, he's been only going 5 innings. He hasn't been able to pitch over 5. So, if the Yankees want to win the series, they got to win tonight's game. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. But the lineup, you know, the lineup is fine, right? The lineup is fine. The lineup has talent. They just got to go out there and perform. I mean, there's no secret sauce to this. They just got to go out and perform. There's no secret to it. These guys got to go out there and play and you know, come through when it truly matters and make the defensive plays, whether the big plays or the little ones. You know, the little plays, those all matter. All right, Billow's having some brisket. Ooh, brisket sounds good right now. Cecilia says lineup equal maybe a quote C, maybe a B minus. All right, I can respect that. Yeah, I mean, Free needs a big outing, man. Big outing. So, is he going to be able to make it happen? I have no idea. Well, they are going to face Garrett Crochet, so I would expect a lot of righty bats in the lineup. So, but this is the lineup right tonight. As far as for the Yankees and Red Sox, and some other news I wanted to share with you all real quick. Austin Slater was throwing and running in the outfield earlier. Aaron Boone said he doesn't have a timeline for him to start a rehab assignment. Oswaldo Cabrera has been standing at first base the last 2 days, but the Yankees are not counting on him to return this season. Judge was doing some long tossing with the baseballs, but he's not throwing at full strength. Since he started his program, there's no return date for him yet to return to the outfield. So there's not a date set. So, but he's still rehabbing. He's still doing his thing there with his throws. So, I mean, we need him back in the outfield, man. Just so you know, it's just so you know, Judge and Stanton are not having to sit or stand playing the outfield. Rather have Judge out there. But 33 pounds? Jeez, Bill. Oh, nice, Snell. Gotta love that. Celia says it doesn't help that when you have Volpe, McMahon, and Wells. Yeah, the 7 through 9, it is concerning for me. Those are the guys that are gonna have to, step up tonight. I mean, all the entire lineup needs to step up. But Wells hitting those 2 home runs against Tampa Bay, that was pretty encouraging. That was nice to see. That was great to see. I'm not saying he'll hit 2 home runs tonight or a home run for that matter, but it'll be nice. It'll be nice for him to step up in this game tonight. So, and same with McMahon. McMahon's performance at the plate, it's regressed a little bit. Volpe, it is what it is. Celia, this might actually happen. That's actually not a bad idea. I mean, Yarborough coming back, and you could give Fried some time to heal up his blisters, assuming that his blisters aren't healed up yet. It might not be a bad idea. I know he's having some rehab outings there in the minors. So, but let's get into these predictions, people. Let's talk predictions. Let's talk about Max Fried. What is Max Fried going to do tonight? What do we got for Max Fried? How are we feeling about Max Fried? So Victor thinks Fried will turn it around. He'll go 7 1/3, gives up 5 hits, 2 earned runs, no strikeouts, 3 walks, and he says no decision. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so he's not a big bat, Ryan McMahon, but they strictly I don't want to say strictly, but they definitely traded him for his glove because he's still a major upgrade there at third base. I'll take him over who the Yankees had before. All right, Bill O is going 7 or 8 innings tonight, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 runs. Yankees win 10-2. Whew. So Yankees bats are going to go on a tear. I'd love to see that. Yeah, I think for me, I think Max. I don't know if you're just looking at his based on his performances over the last 5 starts. He's been going 5 innings. He hasn't even been going 5 1/3 or 5 2/3 even. But I said he has to go 7. Do I think he'll go 7? No. So I'm gonna give him 5 1/3. Honestly, I'm gonna give him 5 1/3. I'll give him a little bit longer than 5. I hope he proves me wrong. But I'm gonna give him 5 1/3. I think he'll strike out. I think he'll strike out 6 and walk 3, and he'll give up 3 runs. That's what I got. That's what I got against Max Fried. Oh, I know he gave up 7 earned runs against the Cardinals. Oh, I'm aware of that. I was going all over all of that from his last start. But I'll give him 5 1/3. 5 strikeouts. I'm gonna stick with 5. 5 1/3, 5 strikeouts. I think he walks 3. He gives up 3 runs. That is my prediction for Max Fried. Beagle's going 4 1/3. What else is everybody thinking? I know Sunil saying 6 2/3, gives up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks. 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, over 96 pitches. So it'll be an improvement over his. Yeah, that would be a big improvement. And shout out to Theo Harris for the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, Max needs his command back big time. He has definitely lost his command. There's no doubt about that. But thank you for the $2 super chat, dude. You are the man. Thank you. Yassine's going 5 innings pitched, 5 runs, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. Railbird says 6 innings, 3 runs. Dave thinks 6 innings pitched. Which is nice, Victor, right? I like the fact that he's taking a lot of pitches. He's making the opposing pitcher work. But the problem is, it's just not his at-bats have not really been resulting into anything positive. That's been kind of a little bit of my frustration with McMahon. Or else, I mean, I don't have a problem with McMahon, but I do like the fact that he's making opposing pitchers work. He's making them throw a bunch of pitches. That's great. But his at-bats need to result into something a little bit more positive. Why are you putting your dog in the hot tub there, Bill-O? Jeez. No, I'm just kidding. Cecilia's going, I think she meant to say 6 2/3, 5 strikeouts, 3 earned runs, 3 walks. Okay, so you and I almost have the same prediction, except you're going 6 2/3. Yeah, maybe Stephen B. Celia says, I can't see anything changing. I think he's going to go 5 innings, 6 earned runs. I understand. Bryce says, Volpe 7 for his last 54. What a joke. I mean, yeah, like I was saying, he's regressed once again. Blisters for a pitcher, very annoying. Yes, indeed. You sure about that, Billo? Big Mac, solid glove. Yeah, I mean, McMahon's a solid glove at third. If only his bat can be as good as his glove, you know? Victor says he has that 9, 10, 11 pitch at bats. I agree 1,000%. That's critical in postseason. Yeah, I mean, I like those numbers for the at bats. It's great. He's making opposing pitchers work. That's great, making them throw a lot of pitches, but it's got to result into something positive, though. Either a walk, hit. Doesn't have to be a home run, right? Just as long as he gets on base. That's really the thing that matters to me. Stephen B's going 6 innings, 2 runs, 5 strikeouts. You hoping he gets his mechanics back on track? Yeah, he's going to have to. His mechanics is off. His command is off. Everything is off right now with him. Billo. I'm just giving you a hard time, man. All right, let's talk about let's get into the double play predictions. What are the double play predictions? What's everybody's double play predictions for tonight? How many double plays did the Yankees hit into? Bryce is going 6 innings, 5 runs, 3 Ks. Okay. Yeah, Ali, I mean, this season, the the Red Sox, yeah, they seem to be owning the Yankees, man. The Yankees are 1-6 against them this season. Stephen B says 3 double plays, all 3 from Volpe. Nice. Railbird says Gabriel got to play tonight like the Hustle 72. Yassine is going 3 double plays. What was that, Peanut? Railbird says 3 double plays. Bryce says 2 they hit into, and Red Sox don't throw the ball into the third row. All right. Yanks hit into 2 double plays, then they turn 4. You have Jazz making double errors. Okay. Don't forget Wells will have a double play. Well, either Wells or Volpe, right? As far as double plays go, I think lately I've been saying 1, but I think tonight I'm going to say 2. I'll say 2 double plays. All right, Cecilia's going 2. Sunil is saying a Golden Sombrero of double plays for Volpe. So you're predicting 4. Jay Snow, how many errors did the Yankees make? I don't know. What do you say? Maybe they make Maybe it's 2 errors. Should I say 2 errors? Maybe it is 2 errors. Railbird says chat is awesome. It really is, man. I love this chat, dude. This chat is amazing. I'll say 2 errors. Joseph is saying 2 double plays. 3 double plays by him and 4 errors. Nice. We're all wishing, hoping Max pitches well today there, Ollie. Doesn't have a choice. He's going to have to. Jazz's Spaz hits in a 1 double play and has 1 error. Chase Snow says 2 errors. Okay. He's agreeing. I'm thinking 2 errors maybe if the Yankees do make any errors. So, all right, so we got some double play predictions. We got the error predictions out of the way. Yeah, I hear you, Richard. I hear you. I got a chat praise like this chat. Yeah, no, you'll get there, man. Oh, snap. Shout out to Chef Nick, who's in the building. Says happy Friday to you and all the beautiful people here. That's right, man. Happy Friday to you, my friend. Hopefully it's been a good Friday. Hopefully it's a good Friday for everybody. Hopefully you all are getting ready for the weekend. Hopefully you're doing something fun for the weekend. But shout out to you there, Chef Nick. All right, let's get into the home run predictions. Yeah, buddy. Let's get into the home run prediction. So the Yankees only hit 1 home run last night, and it was by Ben Rice. That was it. Richard Chin says I would take it a free pitch like he did last time against the Red Sox. 7 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. Just hope the offense helps him. If he goes that realistically, I would love for him to go 7. I think he needs to go 7. Especially to help out that bullpen. Cecilia says, tonight's the night for baseball. Yankees versus Sox and my Dodgers versus Padres. We know it's the Padres, but I know what you're trying to do there, Cecilia. Bill says, Judge, Belly, Dominguez. Joseph is going Grisham and Bellinger. Yeah, my home run predictions. I'm gonna say Judge. I know he hasn't hit well against Bayo, but that could change. So I'll say Judge. Dominguez, and I'm not going to say Dominguez. You know what? I'm going to say Rice, Judge. And that's it. I'm just going to stick with Ben Rice and Aaron Judge. I'm sticking with 2. I'll say Rice and Judge. Hey, we got Robert in the chat. The other Robert. I know I got a couple of Roberts in here. Dave is going Rice, Judge, and Jazz. Victor's going Judge, Grisham, Rice, McMahon. Okay. Yeah, will McMahon get his first homer at Yankee Stadium as a New York Yankee? We'll see. But I'm going to stick with the 2. I'm going to stick with Rice and Judge. Cecilia says homer's got to be Belly because he's due Rice and pulling for Judge. All right, so you're just adding Belly to the mix. Railbird says Bellinger or Goldie home run. So Goldschmidt's not in the lineup unless you're thinking he's going to come in as a pinch hitter. There, Railbird. So Goldschmidt's not in the lineup. Nah, you're all good, Railbird. You're all good, man. Yeah, I just thought I'd let you know. But if y'all have any other predictions that we went over, drop it in the chat. Let's go over score predictions. What do we got for scores? So last night's game, unfortunately, was 6-3. Yankees lost. What are we thinking for tonight's game? What's the score for tonight's game? Snell says Rice, Stanton, Judge, Bellinger. Sleepers are Jazz, Grisham, and or Volpe. Okay. Billow's going 10-2. Dang. All right. Railbird's going 7-4, and Furnace is going 7-5. I don't know. Why do I feel like this is going to be like a 5-4 game? Scratch that. I'm going to say 6-5. I'll say 6-5. Cecilia saying 5-4. You and I almost had the same score prediction, but I changed mine. Oh, man. I'll say 6-5 and Furnace is 7-5, 7-3, 9-6, 10-3, 7-3, 8-4. Jockey Boy says 5-2. And folks, we got 28 likes in the building. Let's get those likes up. If you haven't hit the like button yet, let's get those likes up. If we get to 50, I don't know if we'll get to 50, but I'll gift a membership if we do. Ray's going 8-6. Stephen B says 4-2 and a nail biter. What up, Scotto? What's going on? How are you? Stephen B says if I get 49. All right, you're good, man. Yeah. What do you think, Shua? Yeah, I know, Cecilia. I know. I was like, let me just change it last minute, man. I'm gonna go 6-5. But hey, they went 5-4. Great. Then I would have been wrong and you would have been right. It's all good. But I'm gonna stick with my 6-5 prediction. It's not like I ever get these score predictions right anyway, but I just do it for fun. But I'll go 6-5. Mark Gates says Volpe's batting .211 with a ton of errors is still playing over Caballero, who is way better than him. Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about that, Mark. The other thing, too, is, folks were talking about how Caballero has it hits well against Bayo historically, and that is true. But so does Volpe. Volpe's actually batting .400 against him, against Brian Bayo so far in 15 at-bats. Oh, Billo says 50 likes, he'll do a shot. Oh, boy. Robert says Judge, Rice, and Belly, if they're all playing, they are all playing, yes. Ben Rice's batting average right now, let's see. His batting average is sitting at 243. OPS is at 827. He's got 20 home runs, 47 RBIs. I mean, his bat's been on fire lately, so. Victor saying if I hit 50 likes, he'll. Oh man. But what else we got for any other score predictions? If not, we'll move on to the food. We'll talk food here. Robert says like number 30. We're at 30 likes already. Yeah, we are at 30 likes. So can we get 20 more likes? We're able to get 20 more likes. Can we get to 50 before I shut it down? Last dab pepper X. Wait. Hold on. 50 likes and Furnace is going to do a shot of last dab pepper X hot sauce. Oh, my God. I want to see that. Robert coming through with the 6-5. You got the same predictions I do. Oh, my God. Cecilia, you are very sweet. Thank you very much. You are awesome. She comes through with the $5 super chat. She says, here's a gift for being right and for congrats on your 100. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Thank you, Cecilia. Thank you. $5 super chat. Shout out to you, Cecilia. So let's talk food, people. What do we got? I know. Bill O's doing brisket. Brisket sounds amazing. I love a good brisket. Cheeseburgers and homemade fries. Let's go. Beagle, I feel your pain, dude. I feel your pain. Bryce says he's am I calling the game? Yes, I will be calling the game tonight. 100% I'll be calling the game. Tacos for Stephen B. But it ain't even Tuesday, man. No, I'm just kidding. Combination number 9 at your favorite Chinese restaurant, whatever that is there, Peanut. $31 likes. Okay. Your back? Dude, my back's been killing me too, man. My back's been hurting me. All right, sure, that's cool. Pizza for Lou. Can never go wrong with pizza. I actually earlier just had some eggplant parmesan. That was really good. That was some really good food. Definitely going to keep me full for the rest of the game. Lou is coming through with 7-3 Red Sox. I get it. All right, we're at 32 likes now. So 18 more likes to 50. Can we make it happen? Ray's going tacos. Joseph is going sub and cheesecake. Ooh. Got you there, Steven. Cecilia says it's too hot to cook. You may just order in. What are you feeling? Shua's going 6-4 Yankees. Brisket, roasted potatoes and peppers and onions with corn on the cob. Oh, man. You think you're going to make cheesecake tomorrow? You owe everybody in the chat cheesecake there, Stephen B. I'm going to start up a little trouble. Chua says Judge home run. Beef stir fry with some ribeye from Beagle. Okay. Bellinger goes bomb, Beagle says. Oh, cheesecake is yummy, man. So all you Volpe haters, a little something Volpe is an Italian word and it means fox in English. Thanks for sharing. My home run call, Chua, is Ben Rice and Aaron Judge. Those are my home run calls. Got you, John. Chicken masala? Ooh, I like chicken masala. I like a good chicken masala. Because everybody complained the last time saying that it was rigged. No duck races for any of you in Furnace or anybody else. Just playing, bro. Yeah, you said 6'5", Robert. Nah, but on a serious note in Furnace, when I hit 2,000 subs, I do want to do a couple of giveaways. I want to do 2 gift cards. So 2 gift cards I want to give away. I don't know what those gift cards are going to be, but I want to do a couple of gift cards once I hit 2,000 subs. Yeah, that's right, in Furnace. 34 likes, nice. Cecilia, double pepperoni, shoot peppers, but I know my brothers will smell it and come running. Your brothers must be at your house like every single night. But yeah, I'm not far away from the 2,000 subs, so we're not far away at all. We're slowly but surely getting there. Lamb chops, sour cream, mashed potatoes, and salad. I like some good lamb chops. Oh yeah. Petruzzi's definitely an automatic. He's an automatic DQ. Definitely an automatic DQ. No doubt about it. Yeah, number 3 prospect. Yeah, I saw that, Jared. Yeah, we were talking about the lineup for both teams. I did see that. Just checking a couple of other things here, just seeing if there's like any other Yankee news or anything like that. Probably stay on for maybe another 10 minutes or so. Shoot, Chua. I'm trying to shoot for it. I'm trying to shoot for that by the end of the month. I'm trying to shoot for that by the end of the month. Oh, I got you, Cecilia. Dan, their wives don't cook? Wow. That's crazy. You ever tell them to find new wives or anything like that, Cecilia? All right, we're at 35 likes. Can we get 15 more likes to 50? We'll stay on for about another 10 minutes, and I do have to head out. So, yeah, well, Jared, the Yankees did it to themselves, man. 9 walks, 4 errors. I mean, it's a recipe for disaster. The Yankees ended up beating themselves. James, what's up? He says, if he's truly great, it's time for Judge to put the team on his shoulders. Don't care about his stats. We need to beat these Boston bastards, he says. He's the captain, and the team needs him to rake. Well, it's going to take – the whole team needs to rake, man. It's not just Judge, but – he's got to carry the team on his shoulder, but the whole team's got to step up. No, I didn't hear the Boone press conference. Did he say the bullpen sucks? Like, were those his exact words? I don't really listen to Boone's press conference really because the answers that he's going to give are going to be very vague, and he's not going to say anything to the media or whatever, man. Whatever discussions they have, it's going to be behind closed doors, and who knows what kind of discussions they're having. When the lights and cameras are off, of course, So I don't really pay too much attention to the Boone press conferences. To be brutally honest. You said you saw it on Facebook, but I mean, were those his exact words though? Did he say exactly that? But yeah, tonight. Yeah, but tonight's game, it is definitely a must win. It's like I said in yesterday's pregame, they gotta make plays where it counts. They gotta make they gotta hit where it counts. They gotta come through in the clutch where it's gonna count. Enough with these silly mistakes, man. Enough with these stupid mistakes that they're making. It's just it gets old really fast. Yeah, we're at 36 likes now. So 10 more likes to 50, or 14 more likes to 50. So if there's 14 people watching and you haven't hit the like button yet, hit that like button. If we get to 50, I'll gift a membership. But I'm probably gonna be on for another 5 minutes or so. They don't have. I mean, yeah. Well, Devers is a good player, but he was a cancer for the Red Sox. He was a nightmare in the clubhouse. Clearly didn't want to be with Boston. So, with getting rid of him, it just the team's environment improved overall. The clubhouse, I'm sure, improved. I think everybody's a lot happier. So, yeah. I mean, he's not a problem for you guys anymore. He's not a problem for the Yankees, but he's been a nightmare. He's been a nightmare for the Yankees. But hopefully, they don't. But right now, the Red Sox, even without him, have been a nightmare against the Yankees this season. But yeah, there's a lot of question marks going into tonight's game, man. So many question marks. We just don't know. We just don't know which Yankees we're gonna get tonight, man. If Max Fried is on his game today, you say 10 strikeouts, the Yankees win 2-1. Okay. James says, got to keep Rafaelo off the bases, bro. Yeah, I mean, you got to keep a few of those guys off the bases. You can't let any of those guys get any hits, but I mean, Red Sox got guys in that lineup, man. It's just they're pesky. You know what I mean? I'm looking at their lineup again. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, it's really they're 1 through 4. I'm looking at those guys, right? Gonzalez, Bregman, Anthony, Story. I'm looking at those guys. Those are the guys that I'm worried about the most. Yeah, Jared. I mean, they're always going to boo Alex Bregman. That's the same way they boo Jose Altuve. They're always going to boo Alex Bregman. That's never going to change. But the game is on Prime there, Robert. The game will be on Amazon Prime. So tonight's game will be on Amazon Prime. And then tomorrow, I think it should be, yes. Sunday night is ESPN. That's going to be a primetime game. Caballero is not playing tonight, James. Chef saying, not going to lie, I didn't mean Sinatra, pork pasture, Yucca Fritas, and Pinto. Dang, all right. Chef Nick going in, man. And you think Aaron Judge home run today or tonight? It's kind of what I'm thinking as well. I'm thinking that as well. And let me see. Let's check this poll out. So 53 votes and 60% of you said that the Yankees bounce back. So 60%, 2% of you are feeling confident. My man Custodio. What's up, dude? Sancho's the best chef. That's the Dominican thing right there. Okay. There you go, Robert. Custodio, how you been, man? Everything good? Everything okay with you? I know things were a little rough there for a bit. Everything good? Oh, there you go, chef. Well, we're at 38 likes now. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna stay on for another minute or two. I don't know if we'll get 12 more likes, but I'm at 38 right now. But if not, I'm not worried about not getting to 50 likes. I don't want to be on reality TV. No. And if you try to get me on reality TV, you're getting drop kicked. Straight up. I don't want to be on reality TV. Oh, we're at 39 likes now. Haha. Custodio says, go back in for surgery on Tuesday. Hopefully done. All right, cool, man. Cool. Well, we'll definitely send some prayers, positive vibes, all that fun stuff for you there for your surgery on Tuesday, man. Hopefully everything goes well according to plan, bro. So, yeah, surgeries suck. Well, we're at 41 likes now. Can we get 9 more likes? No, Petruzzi. I'm not even for cash prize. I don't care what it is. I'm not doing reality TV to make myself look like a fool. Nope. Nah, not my thing, bro. Not my thing. Sorry. You had 8 surgeries in 25 years? Oh, my God, dude. What happened to you? All right, we got 42 likes now. Can we get 8 more? Shoot, after I get off the stream, man, I got to make myself a cup of coffee. So I'm going to have to stay awake for tonight's game. Slept pretty well, actually. Yeah, appreciate it there, Cecilia. She says, positive vibes and prayers your way, Custodio. Yeah, Robert, I mean, it's been a struggle for the Yankees beating the Red Sox. Oh, man. Jeez, Petruzzi, I'm sorry, dude. I'm glad you're here with us, dude. I'm glad you're good, for real. Like I didn't know it was like that. Yeah, you got this, Custodio. We'll be thinking of you, bro. Cecilia, I don't know. Should I go for Turkish or should I just stick with regular? If she ever saw me, she would kill me. But I might actually just stick with regular. I mean, if on a serious note. So. But anyway, folks, I am going to. I actually love my own country's coffee. What are you, nuts, Petruzzi? Like I said, you don't want to get drop kicked by me. And you don't want to get kicked by me. I kick hard. So there's a reason why my coach calls me a horse. Just throwing it out there, sir. But anyway, folks, I'm going to end the live stream, though. I am going to end this live stream. So thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to get ready for the play-by-play. So after this stream, this should take you directly to the play-by-play. I think I did it right on YouTube. So if it does take you there, just make sure you all hit the like button. Let's get those likes up. Maybe we'll get 50 on the play-by-play, but no worries. But just thank you to everybody that tuned into the pregame. As always, you guys and gals are the best. Thank you all very much. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe if you're new. Thank you to all the new subscribers. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you all very much. All right. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, share this out. Thank you all again. And let's hope the Yankees can come away with a win tonight and bounce back from yesterday's disgusting loss. And let's see what happens, folks. But thank you again. See you all for the play-by-play. And as always, let's go Yankees.